Very dark man. Ẹ wo ó ti dúró sọ́run gómìnà Seyi Makinde o. Gómìnà Seyi Makinde náà dẹ̀ ti wá jẹ̀jẹ̀ báyìí o. Lórí kíni? Lórí àwọn tí bandit kó ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, àwọn ọmọ iléèwé àti tíṣà wípé wọ́n máa padà wálé. Gómìnà wọn tú àwọn àṣírí kan wípé ẹ̀mí àwọn ọ̀gágun ti lọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí o. Nínú fídíò yìí náà lẹ́ ó ti gbọ́ ohun tí very dark man kọ́kọ́ sọ kó tó di pé gómìnà gba gbohùngbohùn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi bá gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn sọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́ máa gbọ́ nínú fídíò. Ẹ bá mi share, yóò dára fún wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń share lórúkọ Jésù, a ò ní dààmú, àní rí wàhálà, a ò ní sọnù tẹbí tará. Ó yá lókè lọ́hùn.
But I'm happy that this one is bringing us together. So we are here to ask the governor that when are the children coming back? And what is he doing to bring the children back? And also, we are here to also commit ourselves that if the governor does not have men, we are ready to volunteer ourselves to go into the bushes with the police, army, air force, any security operatives that are ready to go into the bush. As of now, we don't even know the condition of the children. We don't know if the children are still alive. Over 45 of them was taken into the bush with their teachers, and one of the teachers had been beheaded. It's quite unfortunate. So we want to tell the governor what is the plan and when are we going to see the children. Thank you, sir.
Helping with the mic.
Well, I do hope. Can you hear me, please?
One house.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
First, let me tell you that I will tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. One, if I am not in government, I will be with you. I will be protesting also. Assuming I am not the governor of your state. So, I do not have anything against what you are doing. Yes, to have a society where leaders are accountable, to have a society that is inclusive, sometimes it may require agitation, it may require protest, it may require people getting up from their comfort zones to do something like this. I will not shift blame, but our reality is that a state government is not in charge of all the security agencies. I'm not, as the governor of Oyo State, the CP, I can call him. We can meet, but I cannot deploy him. If I say go to XYZ, he will need to get approval from the Inspector General of Police. The same thing with the military. However, when I came in, security was one of the cardinal principles of the administration. That's why we set up Amotekun. Amotekun has not been handled adequately, but that is our reality. However, let me give you the assurance that I am also distressed because I have children of my own. I'm also distressed with what has happened to our children, and it has been 1 month. It was 1 month yesterday, 1 month and 1 day already now. Because of the nature of the security situation that is involved, I cannot divulge a lot of the information. But I can tell you that there's no information that any of those children or their teachers have died. That is as of today. And because it is a rescue operation, and this is the first time anywhere in Nigeria that they've kidnapped people or abducted people, that they have done it.
Continue, my governor.
This is the first time they've done it to nursery and primary school children. This is the first time. And these are children that they cannot even run or do anything for themselves. So the operation to rescue them is a special type of operation if we don't want to lose any of those children. I give you the assurance that I, as the governor of Oyo State, by God's grace, will bring out those our children. They are talking to us. It's not something I would normally do. If government starts negotiating with bandits, it means we're surrendering sovereignty to the bandits. But in this special situation, if we want those children alive, we have to bend backwards. But once the children are out, I give you the assurance that it will not occur again in Oyo State. And as for Nigeria, I believe we don't deserve this. In an atmosphere of insecurity, hardly can you do anything. We have to close down the schools. The farmers in those neighborhoods, they have all left the farm, and we're talking about food security. So that is our situation. But please and please and please, I beg of you, we've been monitoring you since you started this morning. You have not destroyed anything. You have gone about the protest in a civilized manner. Please, let us maintain it that way. Let us maintain it that way.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, one more question. In 2014, the students at Chibok were kidnapped. They leveraged on the children and asked the military that if they come closer, that they were going to kill them. Until tomorrow, some of those children are still in the bush. I think if you are giving these people so much time, that you want the perfect time to go and rescue them, they will keep their children there for long.
Yes, sir.
And then they may even marry them off to other kidnappers. At the end of the day, there must be collateral damage to send the message to these kidnappers once and for all. So please, sir, that is why we are saying enough is enough. And if you are ready, we are all ready to go with you into the bush and do it today or tomorrow. Because these people, the moment they push you and you are not able to push them back, I have been studying them for the longest. They will claim the land. Very soon, they may start asking you for levy. The farmers must soon be paying levy to stay in Oyo State. Like I said, you did not go into the bush when they killed the teacher. You were not there when they killed the teacher. Nobody tried to force themselves inside and they killed the teachers. So, Mr. Governor, I think this is the time you let those terrorists and those bandits know that we actually don't care. There will be collateral damage and we are all ready for it. Please, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for that position. First, let me make it very, very clear. Oyo State is not Chibok, and it will not be Chibok. We have lost men, even soldiers, officers. I can confirm to you that a lieutenant in the Nigerian army was killed 2 days ago.
Go on, sir. Go on, sir. Go on, sir. Go on, sir. quiet.
Yes, so if you ask me, can I sacrifice myself for those children to come out? I will do it. I have lived a good life. I'm almost 60. It doesn't matter. My own father died at 76. But what we want to do is, this is on your state. They know that this is not Chibok, and our children will never be in the same situation as the Chibok children. We're doing everything possible, including what you suggested. But if there's the potential for needless loss of lives, we've lost a teacher already. If we can avoid losing more, we will avoid losing more. But if we get to the point that certain people have to be sacrificed, including myself, we will do it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm with you 100%. But if you get into a situation like we are in right now, we have to get through this. We don't want to be in that situation. But they are already there. It's not a situation, but we need to manage it. We don't want civil life to be lost. If you want to go into the I have been inside Old Oyo National Park myself. I can show you pictures to confront illegal miners. So it's not whether I'm so comfortable, I feel, no, I'll stay here. I live from the front. Give us a bit of time. I believe the children are not going to spend up to what they already spent before they come out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.